All right, so that was a dominating grand final.
I told you I love Shotos.
You said you love the Shoto matchup. You went there. You absolutely dominated. I mean, I don't know where to start. Okay.
Well, first off, let me give shout outs to Harji. Like, real talk, I play with Harji a lot. We've been playing for 5 years now. And if it weren't for him, to be honest, I wouldn't be as good as I am in the Shoto matchup because, I mean, he's one of the more consistent NorCal placers, and he has a pretty good Ryu to boot. I mean, and we saw you actually, if you guys want to go back and check out the stream archive, if you guys can catch that about MattyPie versus Harji, I'm sure Spencer's going to have those uploaded pretty soon, actually, if not already. He didn't give me a response. But it showed off, actually, I feel Harji did much better in the Shoto matchup versus you probably do that experience. Even though it was still, I mean, obviously you still won. Yeah, well, the thing, Ken has a little bit of different things. The one thing that a lot of characters can't deal with is when Ken does Tatsu to get over. Ibuki shuts it down, as you saw. Back strong gets so high. You were just so, I don't think you missed a single anti-air the whole time. That's why people don't jump in on me. They shouldn't. Like, well, it's a move that's underrepresented. I see a lot of Ibuki players. I tend to play an unorthodox Ibuki. You know, she's a character that people think, oh, she's a rushdown character. I, on the other hand, think she's best played when you kind of lame her out. And I actually love watching that playstyle for you. It's one thing I mention a lot of times whenever I commentate one of your matches, that unlike a lot of Ibukis, even though you could still play the Vortex game and go to it, you really do sit back and you have such a strong neutral game, such a strong ground game, and you're fine to play like, okay, instead of mix up, I'm going to sit there and just do the safe, basic pressure. It's something, that's what I like to do, safe pressure, because each of those spin kicks is 30 chip. Oh, yes. And 30 chip is a lot. That's like 3% of your health every time. And on top of that, she has a great anti-air. It could get beta. She loses to dive kicks, which is my hardest matchups. Unfortunately, luckily, I didn't have to deal with them. Yeah, luckily, Julio wasn't here to. Yeah, exactly. So, with that said, her neutral game is not the best, but she has some normals that are kind of tricky. Like, she'll get over a lot of low normals. Like, you see how I was kind of dancing outside the low forward step kick range? Because stand forward beats it clean. It's hard to beat. It's a very hard match. By the way, stream, I am still looking at the stream chat. If you guys have any questions for MattyPie, otherwise I'm just still having an amazing conversation with him. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, we could keep going, man. One thing I wanted to ask, something I keep meaning to ask players I keep forgetting is, what fighting game actually got you into fighting games in the first place? Believe it or not, I was a Smash player at first. I could be too as well at one point. Yeah. My first competitive game actually was Halo 2. I played Halo competitively for about 1.5 years. I stopped at the middle of H3. I got into Smash while H3 was new. And then I was like, wow, the fighting games, or I guess if you want to call it Smash. Some people, that's up for debate. I think it's a fighting game. I absolutely agree it's a fighting game. It's just very different. Yeah, I just don't want to throw that word out there and get like, oh, Matt thinks Smash is a fighting game. But anyways, I started with Smash. Played that for 2.5 years, quit, and then I went back into FPSs for a bit. Turned out that I hate the FPS community because it's really toxic. And then Street Fighter 4 came out. Street Fighter 4 came out, I was like, I'm not playing any other game but this. So, actually, the perfect note to transition over to that question that X Jansen M63. I hope I said your name right. How long have you been playing Street Fighter? I've been playing for a little over 5 years. Okay. So pretty much the same time you're playing with Harji. You exactly the game together. Yeah. I started in Vanilla as soon as Vanilla came out. I was originally a Sagat main through all of Vanilla. Then Super came out, and I just love Ibuki. I didn't play Third Strike at all, but I saw her in there. I was like, oh, she's such a cool character. She has long hair. Her pants have big holes in them. I like her. And then, so I picked my characters based on. Am I allowed to cuss on this stream? Let's keep it semi-explained. Okay, I picked my characters. Okay, I picked my characters based on how sexually displayed they are. So Ibuki has big boobs. Poison has big boobs. You see a trend here. I pick characters based on that. As lame as it sounds. But I'm gonna keep it real. That's what I do. It just so happens to be that they're good. Yeah, I mean, it does work out for you in that sense. So it seems you have to get going here relatively soon. But quick question more for stream. It was asked by Infinity Circuit. So who do you think top 3 is? Top 3 is against Ibuki or in general? I think he meant it as in general, but I actually like to hear both. Against Ibuki, the best characters are definitely Yun, Cammy, and Rufus in no order. They both give me a hard time. Or That's 3 characters. They all 3 give me a hard time.
We saw that Rufus matchup way back when you played Ricky Ortiz, in Grand Finals.
It's hard. I have no solid answer to dive kick because I had to make a big guess, and if I guess wrong, I get thrown or frame trap combo. And that's the guess I'm going against. It's definitely not my favorite. It's more 66% in his favor to guess right, and me just 33. Another difficult match that's a runner-up, I'd say, is either Bison or Evil Ryu. You know how I say I beat Shotos?
Yeah.
Evil Ryu's a different beast.
Different beast.
That low forward is a nightmare.
It's a really good move.
It's the low forward I can't beat with stand forward from Ibuki.
Oh, the stand forward doesn't beat it?
It doesn't. I lose it more than I beat it. So it's something I don't like to go against because that's the party starter for Evil Ryu.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And on another note, top 3 in the game that I think right now, Evil Ryu definitely is up there. This is no order as well. Who else? Evil Ryu. Yun I still think is up there.
I think Yun's still up there as well.
In the right hands, he's really well. He does really well. Who would be 3rd? I'd say Ibuki would be a good top 3. Yeah. Yeah. She's just, this is her best version. Delayed wake up, people are like, oh, it's gonna kill Okizeme characters.
It didn't kill her at all.
Off back strong, that's my 4-frame safe jump setup. And if I see, and it also gives me enough time to see.
Yeah, the technical.
Exactly. So I like, oh, now they're in an even worse guessing game because it's much tighter.
Huh, so wait, the technical after the back strong is actually worse?
No. Yeah, for them, because now the kunai mix-up is tighter. Now you have little time to guess if it's left or right because she's directly above you.
Oh.
And it all depends on when I throw the kunai.
Of course.
Yeah. Huh. So it's rough. And I also get 4-frame safe jump off it. So if they don't do anything, then now you're in a mix-up. And most times I corpse hop.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see because she lands directly on top of you. I believe almost the exact same spot.
Yeah, it's any character that does that, I mean, I do it with soccer a lot with the empty jumps and stuff, where it's like, what side am I on? Because you're just falling right on top of their character model, and it can be really ambiguous.
It's very tough. But that's why I like her. I like the fact that I could play her lane when I want to go nuts. And by nuts, I mean, just turn on the BS and just kind of throw kunais. Kind of quote-unquote autopilot for a bit. I get that option.
Yeah, she definitely has options.
I love set play. As lame as it sounds. I play Milia in Guilty Gear.
I don't know. I'm not too much familiar with Guilty Gear.
She attacks with the hair and she puts the disc out, and then you have to block it and it's a higher low. And that's pretty much it, yeah.
All right. Hey, dude, congratulations this week.
Thank you.
Stick around for a second as I wrap up stream, and then
gotcha.
We'll get you on your way.
Gotcha, sweet deal.
Right. So, guys.